Hello, good morning, good day, good evening, wherever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to another scene, setting Living World of Darkness, right across New York. And on this fair afternoon, Jacob and Zelda, Captain Jacob Clay and Zelda Stormeye Korokova, have invited Dorian Atkins to their territory for a talk. Fairly serious one. The Harbour Unit on Randall's Island. Perfect place for a captain to be, wouldn't you say? Jacob is shit at humour. Um, let's yeah. Yeah. Jacob will be there first, punctual as always. The early bird of just about every group he's ever been a part of.
Yeah, Zelda.
Dorian, sorry, go
Zelda.
ahead.
Zelda will be there a few minutes early. She's not like super early bird, but she's not late. And she brings drinks mainly for her and Jacob. Not sure really what Dorian drinks, but I don't think Jacob drinks coffee, so
He's a tea man.
yeah, she would have brought him some kind of chai tea or something.
Nice.
Dorian, Dorian probably arrives around the same time as Zelda. He always comes a little early, around 5-10 minutes early. So he'll be there early for the meeting.
Oh my, we're all so punctual. You have my approval.
Already.
Wow, then Zelda's probably the last one there.
Zelda does not have Jacob's approval.
I mean, she's on time. She's just the last one there.
Yeah, she's fine. Attempting to have to eat her cake and have it too. Be fashionably late but early at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jake would just approach. He's just leaning off the. He's just kind of leaning against a railing by the sort of by the mariner. He says, "Good to see you both."
Good to see you too. Yeah, good to see you. Sorry, I can English. He'll say, good to see you, the both of you too.
Zelda just extends her hand, handing Jacob a cup of tea. She kind of does this yawning into her shoulder thing too, at the same time. Looks like she probably just woke up, or still waking up. And she just says, "Yeah, good morning,
Late night.
or good afternoon." Yeah, I was DJing for a party last night, and it went till literally morning.
Oh shit. It went well though.
Hmm?
Hope it went well though.
It brings some money in. It's always a good time. I'm not
Mm.
complaining or anything. Just just not enough sleep, but this is important, so whatever. And she just does this slight slurping sound with her tea, or not tea, her coffee, because it's
Nah.
fucking hot.
Jacob will just kind of blow in his tea a little bit. and take a sip of it.
Sorry, Dorian, didn't know what you like, so I just kind of skipped out.
Tea. Either free or flowery.
Jacob just looks to Zelda and just goes, I like how you didn't even bother with an excuse.
I mean, it's.
I mean, why try to be sweet with bullshit? I'd rather she be honest.
I mean, he's a
Really,
Shadow
it's why I
Lord.
joined the Shadow Lords.
He's a Shadow Lord. He'll know what I'm bullshitting. I'm not gonna try to give him an excuse. I mean, to chalk it up, I didn't know, so I didn't give a fuck. There it is. Like, I'll owe you one sometime, I guess.
There we go. There you go, Dorian. I've successfully indebted my packmate to you.
At least it's
Congratulations. But yeah, Dorian, how have you been doing? I've actually we haven't spoken in a while, but I heard you've undergone your rite of passage.
Yeah, joined the Shadow Lords. Looking for a pack.
Cool. What was your rite of passage like, if I may ask? Actually, do you have a deed name?
Backbone.
Backbone. So like,
he'll think about it and he'll say,
Zelda looks at him very curiously
yeah,
as to what he's gonna say.
pretty much because I say what I think. Told someone to shove it because that's what I thought they could shove it, and that's how I got my deed name.
oh, cool.
I mean, I wish I could tell people to shove it or fuck off and get a deed name for it. Because I do that quite a bit, apparently.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just get challenged over it.
Yeah. I'm working on it. I promise.
It's cool. But if you did, you tell to go shove it, and what happened?
He'll think about it and he'll say, well, I told find the hole to shove it, and how is, well, it's private business.
Oh, why do you tell him to go shove it?
That's the private business part.
Well, I'm glad to hear you passed the challenge. I originally thought backbone meant was like sort of like how they say backbone of an army or backbone of a military force or something. Surprised to hear is about standing up to a higher authority. Although I guess it doesn't make it any less valuable.
I'm pretty sure in the spirit of it, it means the same thing.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting name and deed name. It seems, well, depending on whatever happened, it seems appropriate.
Although careful, some asshole will probably make a reference as to how they could break your back or something.
Whew, yeah.
That's you know, that feels like a very open goal with that name.
Well, the good thing is that's a tall order considering.
I mean,
that's true. That's true. If someone says that, you're in pretty much the perfect position to respond. So it's an open goal. It's also a bit of a trap.
I mean, I'm pretty bold, but I would never tell another Arun that I could, you know, stand toe-to-toe with them on equal ground without a lot of preparing and a lot of bound spirits to fight them.
To be fair, you did get an Arun to challenge you that one time.
Yeah, I did last quite a bit.
You did.
Quite a bit of time. Yeah, that was.
To the point where he was literally asking me to
What the
declare it
fuck
over and to find any other way to end the
What the fuck
challenge
happened?
because so Iron beat uh took issue with a disagreement between Zelda and
Toby.
Toby, Fate Fucker, and challenged her over it. She actually lasted a really long time, and to the point where Iron Beat basically turned around to me while they were in the middle of that brawl and just asked me to declare the challenge over or find another way to end it because, um, well, Zelda wouldn't go down. And they were trying to deal with each other in a non-lethal fashion because, no point really, having spilt blood over a simple minor disagreement. But yeah, it was interesting.
Needless to say, Toby has a thing against Shadow Lords, considering what Vasily did to Kinfolk and basically taking out on those at the SEP. So I was at the bar having dinner with a spirit because I owed it chiminage, and Toby tried to tell me that the Fianna Castle was his territory, and I said no, it's not, and I told him to fuck off, or I said fuck you, no, it's not, and that's when.
I might actually inquire about the specifics of that because I never actually did double check if it was his territory or not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't recall. I think his territory is way off Sept, isn't it? Like in the
It
west side.
is. It's just a Fianna. It's just an area Fianna tend to fucking populate.
Just an area Fianna tend to fuck in.
I mean,
Sorry,
that just
it's
seems to
kind of
be an
gritting my
area.
nerves. It's just they
Just
populate the area. It's their popular hangout spot. Just like the get offenders like to hang out at the restaurant. Like it's it's implied territory, but it's
so
not
it's an
really.
area with alcohol in it, is what you're saying.
I'm not gonna go with the stereotyping, but yeah.
I mean, I said it was an area Fianna tend to fuck in. So I feel. um, but yeah, that's good to hear. Have you had any part in the how to put it, wet work against Vasily and his shame?
Not for a while, because of the gangs that work for him.
Yeah,
But that was a while ago.
I've gangs. Do you know what gangs actually? Like criminal groups? I can deal with
Oh, see,
that.
he does. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah,
Oh yeah, if you give me that
it was a while
information.
ago. If they haven't been dealt with,
Okay, I'll double check if they're still
some bikie
active.
gangs.
Biker gangs. Yeah, I'll double check if they're still active. Then we can go deal with them. If not, then it's not. Then good job. No, it's just because what's her face, Missy? Is her name? Has been talking all about Vasily recently, but well, I'm learning quite a lot about Vasily right now because apparently she and the people she's been working with have been sitting on this information for a while, but haven't decided to share it up until now. They've also caught a few kinfolk that belong to Vasily, I think. Again, they didn't really tell me whether or not they're kinfolk, Gara, or just regular people.
They told me they had some information leading to some of the locations, but they haven't decided to move on anything yet, as if they were waiting on something specifically.
Yeah. I want to go
I
after this. Oh, sorry.
No, I had a couple of meetings with a few people on the set on the down low just to see what people were thinking and trying to coordinate and what packs were doing. So I'm surprised they are now just getting to it, but Better later than never.
We could just have each pack go after their own targets. I want to prioritize the Fiedge, to be honest. They're the ones that committed, according to the people Missy and Harvicker have interrogated. The Fiedge is the one who was responsible for the atrocities upon our kinfolk, so that needs to be reciprocated. But I prefer to capture her first, because she almost certainly has information that could implicate and complicate Vasily's position.
Well, you're the ranking lawman. I mean, I can't see why you couldn't claim that right to do so. Basically putting it, in the name of declaring punishment and judgment, or judgment and punishment.
I don't know if for an actual... They referred to themselves as a glasswalker. I remember, again, Missy talked to me about this. Yeah. Apparently, the guy was David Archer. I assume they're a kinfolk, because otherwise, what they'd be saying would be a massive breach of the veil, and they need to die. To be blunt about it. It was it was a Gaswalker Fiedge called Malaysia. She's the one responsible, but I don't know if she's a Glasswalker or a Ronin. I'm not sure which is worse, to be honest.
Well, if she's not a Ronin working with a Ronin, what does that say about her?
And if she's not a Ronin taking orders from a Ronin, then I guess it doesn't really matter all that much. She's effectively decided to forsake her tribe and her duties.
Basically.
But she'll probably know what Vasily's looking to do with that nuclear material. I already have an idea, given what his business deals in, but she can give us specifics, I think. And the fact that this Malaysia exists is basically confirmation that Vasily has a shame. I'm not sure if either of you are familiar with the term, he says.
A shame?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's basically a pack of Ronin.
Oh.
They're called shame, so.
Huh. I'll add that to my new list of vocabulary. Well, I mean, we can get moving on that as soon as possible, then. I could just do a ritual, we can start searching.
Yeah.
But,
she's a Fiedge too, so I think you'd be in an interesting position to take her down. Me, her tricks of yours.
Maybe make for a fun time.
Glasswalker, though, tricky. But he actually stops himself. I think you can handle it.
I mean, they definitely have the edge because of all the city spirits and stuff, but I've been making some inroads with them myself just because it seems like a necessity.
Yeah. That's I remember seeing you because that's the spirit you were feeding at when Iron Beat challenged you, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kalachkin? I don't know how to say it.
I have.
Big roach.
This is Big Roach. We'll call it Big Roach. I'm sure it will appreciate that. Me not having its name pronounced correctly.
They seem very forgiving about it. They understand. At least this one does, anyways.
Well, I'm glad we found the nice ones. But yeah, I think that's something we could. I think we give the other packs smaller targets and we prioritize the Fierge. Give ourselves something media to chew on. What do you say?
We'll see. They're. I mean, if they're already moving, they might already have targets in mind and moving on them. It'd be kind of hard to stop that momentum, but we can try.
Yeah.
Either way, if they do get the Theurge first, I mean, you are the highest of station. You can literally just claim that you want to talk to them.
Yeah, I'll be having a talk with this David Archer fellow because, well, if there is any misinformation in what he's told the group, I'm sure Harvard would have already sussed it out, but I'm not entirely sure what his skill set is. I don't know if he's negotiated with any spirits for gifts.
I'm not sure either.
He seems to have a sharper focus on tribe than auspice. But he probably has that one gift, which shouldn't make it an issue.
Anyways, we're delving really deep in the pack business, so we haven't even talked to Dorian about what we want to talk to him about.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't really have a very ceremonial way of putting it, other than sort of meandering around the issue to make it sound more auspicious and prestigious.
Dorian,
I mean,
what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do as a Garu at the Sept of the Green and the nation as a whole?
I'll think about that one. I mean, I joined the Shadow Lords for a reason. I don't really care if I come out, whether I come out, my name comes out as a villain or a hero. I want to help the Guru Nation win this fucking war.
Well, the thing about us, and respectively Mariah's tribe as well, and this pack, is that we are basically leaders. And that is, well, she looks at Jacob. As far as I understand, that's basically our goal, is to be this new generation of leaders for the Sept, and eventually the nation as a whole as we grow. And being a Shadow Lord, I mean, all that bullshit aside, not caring. I mean, the fact of the matter is, both of our tribes are in the best position to lead, and that's basically what we capitalize on in this pack.
I'll nod.
You want to set an example for the other packs to follow? I've been around this sub quite a long time, and packs have come and gone, but I can count the names of ones that were worth a damn on a single hand. And one of those was the pack I was initially a part of. Originally. So I'm not sure they would even count.
It's okay to be biased, right?
That's true.
I mean, with the state of things now, I guess the nation really needs leadership.
Very much does. It's something of a crossroads in our history, I feel. This sept, though. If I may offer some advice, I would focus more on the local level for now. I kind of ended up burning myself out thinking of everything in global and cosmic terms. Almost led to me leaving my pack at one point.
I mean, you gotta start out local if you want to make it big anyway, so
Yeah.
Well, even then, even a king can't fight a war on all fronts. He needs other people below him to worry about the other things as well. Same for the Margrave. I mean, they're not omnipotent. Omnipotent, excuse me.
I cannot think and not. To be fair, your pack was one of the ones I thought about joining.
What was the other one, if you don't mind me asking?
I think they call themselves Behemoth now.
Oh, Milo's pack? Gotcha.
Yeah, Crowcatchers. What's his patron? Elephant?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what they're going with.
Man,
Yeah. Except for the green with the totems is turning into fucking Jumanji.
yeah, as I was gonna say, this set is taking a very Saharan bent, isn't it?
Oh, that's me laughing, not Zelda.
But does Crowcatcher turn into a chick?
Oh. Yeah, he could be cute with a pair of breasts. I guess anybody could with a pair of breasts. Anyways.
You know, one of the most amusing things is that the Black Freeze can actually do that.
What? Turn into chicks? They're already chicks.
They can turn into guys.
Oh.
Although I think the guys can turn into chicks too.
Well, I hope so. Be weird to turn into another man. Kind of defeats the purpose, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. It's interesting. Might be something I might be able to use.
I can't remember the specifics of it, but yeah. Anyway, we're getting off topic with Jumanji and elephants and lion and elephant. It's like they're trying to rival us. Can't imagine why.
Well, interesting.
Unfortunately for them, lions hunt elephants.
What brought you over there? What made you consider Behemoth Pack? Because, considering that you're a Shadow Lord, and the way that I've seen some of them operate, especially Milo, his creed and our creed tend to be oil and water.
What is Crowcatcher's creed? He's never really stated it to me. I've only really ever seen him fight and help in a general sense.
He's very passionate, just about doing the absolute right thing. That makes sense. It's just really uncompromising, and it's a very simple way to put it, but that's what I've seen so far. He's done some other things that I've witnessed that kind of throw me off guard a little bit, but to make me question, or just kind of make me question like his motives sometimes. It's interesting. Like it's not any kind of line or thinking or behavior that I've seen before, but but mainly he's just very He's I don't know. I call him Boy Scout. He's very much a Boy Scout.
Yeah, that he does tend to be.
Like
Like
from a mortal perspective of a litany.
mortal perspective.
So he's like me.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I think he's probably a little bit more sipping the Kool-Aid than you.
Yeah. I used to be like that. He'll probably mellow out as he moves up the ranks. If he moves up the ranks.
That's what I'm thinking, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
But right now, it's right. Just from my dealings with him, I just I'll work with him. It's just I don't know how much I would really trust him with much with the things that I do, anyways.
No. You do you do the stuff nobody likes to talk about because people don't like getting their hands dirty.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny when you think about it, because all Gara get their hands dirty at the end of the day.
Yep. But well,
But I mean,
no, go ahead.
he their pack from what I talk when I talk to them is all about protecting people that need to protect and doing helping people. Yeah, I'm all about that too. I'm just not sure whether. Oh, you see, I keep forgetting Carol's character's name.
Manos de Lumbre.
Yeah, Manos. The thing is, I'm not too sure Manos de Lumbre would be all on board. I mean, I think she's sweet and everything. Seems like a nice girl. I'm just not sure she'd be on board with some of the ways I'm ready to help. If
Well,
someone needs a beating, if someone needs is acting out and what they need is a beating, I'm ready to give it. Not that I'm saying that's always a reason. That's always a thing. That's always a reason to go. But if it's something that needs to happen, it's something that needs to happen. I'm not sure she'd be on board with that. She
um,
seems to be a pacifist, which, well,
Hmm.
how do you
I
be?
guess, yeah, I'm not too sure. I guess some of us can be pacifist. I'm not sure how it works, but I respect it, just not too sure how one can do it.
How do you be a Garo and a pacifist at the same time? Like even the child of Gaia know that at the end of the day that they have to fight sometime. And I get a Fenris with a pacifist packmate? That's odd.
That and well, I fought alongside Clay. We worked well together as two Arunes.
Well, I guess yeah, well, man, still though that's an interesting bit of information. Huh.
I can respect it. I'm not too sure how being a pacifist Gary works.
Well, I hope for whenever the time comes and she needs to defend herself that she can do it. I'm sure it'll shake out.
I like that, and I like. I mean, from what I've heard from Thomas, I think I like him.
Hmm.
Thomas, not sure.
Bluetooth?
They're Glasswalker, Bluetooth.
Gotcha.
But there's also you guys, and I like both of you. You guys need an Arun, and if you guys are about leadership, and well, right now, not only the nation, but just the sept needs leadership, especially with Mama, Mom. grandmother Mama Larissa off to God knows where.
Yeah, I mean, we have the beta and stuff for that. And it is a little bit sad that Mother Larissa's not here when we could really use a lot of her insight specifically because she's the oldest person on the sept. She's probably as old as the earth we stand on. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, we're not trying to be we're not trying to be assholes about what we do. We're not about taking glory from people or anything like that, but we do try to make sure that we are at least a prominent force and voice and to at least steering at least steering the actions and the decisions of a lot of the sept, at least in our ranks, because we seem to deal with it more often than not than our ranks. But just making sure that even if it's mm, not the most popular or the best idea to everybody, if it's something that needs to be done, then we're the that voice of reason and act accordingly. I mean, all that hero stuff comes later, and if it happens, it happens. If not, you know, it's not what we're here for. It's just something that just seems to be part of the job because, well, everybody likes good stories and everybody needs something to look up to, and well, that's mainly what we do. We're trying to do.
Or not. I mean, sounds good to me. Like I said, I don't really care if I ever become the kind of hero that's known throughout the nation. I just want to help it. If helping the nation is saving the nation means tarnishing my own name, then I will. But I just want to help the nation. If it means being an asshole, if winning the war means me having to be an asshole, I'll do it.
I get you. I get you. So did you already talk to Behemoth Pack or?
Yeah, I talked to them. They're ready to accept me if I want to go with them.
Hmm. Did you tell them that you were looking at anybody else?
I don't think I mentioned names, but I said I was still looking for a pack. And that they were one of the ones.
Cool. I was just wondering, in case for some reason that you are given the invitation, that if we should expect some kind of hostility or resentment because we might have poached you for some reason.
If they choose to be salty about it, I'll tell them that, well, they have to deal with it. It was my choice in the end.
You're right. And then we wait because Jacob is AFK. He's back.
I'm back. Sorry, I was gone. Quick update on where we're at.
So Zelda basically asked him if he's told Behemoth Pack he was looking for any other packs, and he was like, yeah. And Zelda was just asking because she was worried, or not really worried, but wondering if she would have to think about any kind of retaliation or resentment or anything in case they tried to say we poached him or whatnot for any reason in case he is given the offer. Um, we talked more about just doing what needs to be done around the SEP as far as being leaders, stuff like that.
So you guys follow Lion, right?
Lion, yeah.
And what's the pack's name?
Pride of the Sun.
He'll nod.
It's a very interesting totem for a Shadow Lord, but I seem to be thriving pretty good. I don't have any problems.
You do.
Lion has accepted me for who I am. And don't care much for glory, so don't mind. Don't mind him taking his due share.
Mm. Lion is a powerful totem, but like all spirits and patrons, he expects something in return of us. He expects quite a lot of us for his power, in fact, and for him specifically, he claims how to put it.
He claims some of our glory as his own in his name.
Our accomplishments become his as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we do what we do with his help, so understandable.
It is a very fitting price, I think.
He does confer quite a bit, so of his power to us. It's very, like I said, it's a very powerful totem. I'm surprised, considering this is my first pack and all. So.
And how does Lion help?
Well, he bolsters our strength and our confidence to do what needs to be done. To make sure that everybody around us hears us and believes in us and understands that we're about our business. He makes sure that we have the strength to propel our words and our stuff to others through a gift, basically in the form of a roar. He also lends us some of his anger and his was it gnosis?
Gnosis.
His spiritual power.
Of which many totems are very reticent to do.
That they are, from what I've heard. But if Lion is ready to give us some of it, then hell yeah.
for a totem that's very very ready to take some of our accomplishments as his own. He very much prepares us for making sure that we can, accomplish a lot through him and with his power. So it's a very fair trade-off.
I don't have too much to add to that, really. Was everything quite nicely?
And OC, what's the name of the other member of Lines of Friday of the Sun?
Roland.
Roland.
Deed name OC. I'm not sure I can quite remember, but I think it was
Arms
in Red. Arms in Red, which is a really good name. Anything relevant to arms is usually a good name.
So it's you two, me if I join, and Arms in Red, right?
Yes. Make us a group of 4. You would be, let's see. Be an Arun, a Philodox. Arun, Philodox, Ragabash, and a Fierge. So it'd only be down a Ragabash and a Galliard. Actually, no, sorry, no. Roland is a Ragabash. We'd be down a Galliard.
Yep. Quite frankly, it kind of makes all the packs even. There won't be no weird power imbalance because of members, which is great, and also very tidy. But yeah.
Yes. Very much. I think we've told you just about all we can about our pack. Guess that puts the ball in your court.
He'll think about it. He sits there for a bit.
Oh, none of us put together or anything yet. We haven't broached that subject.
That could be an idea. If we all, or at least some of us, live together.
Be really weird though. 2 shadows.
Why?
Two silver fangs. Oh man.
I mean, the neighbors are going to complain, but she'll like shrug.
Well, I currently live in an apartment complex with my wife, so.
Oh yeah. Nah,
that would make things pretty weird if you guys were to suddenly start living with me and my wife. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
It would get pretty crowded pretty quickly.
We could all just get a big ass apartment. Or big ass, house. Well, I guess at that point, with you living with your wife, you'd have maybe be in mansion.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys wanna bunk together, that's I don't really mind. But I'm pretty comfortable, with my current situation. I have been for some time.
That's fair. Anyways, I brought it up as a joke. I didn't. I was just like, that's the only thing I could think of about, like talking about like our pack and whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, all packs do, but we lead separate lives outside of being a pack. So
yeah.
Zelda's a DJ. I'm a cop. You hate cops.
Used to.
Oh man.
I'm over that now.
Well, glad to hear it. That is. I did notice how you did not. You did not pop a vein upon seeing me.
Yeah. Good change, huh?
Yeah, it's a welcoming change.
Yeah, it'd be really awkward if you were a packmate and you hated his profession. It'd
Sort of want to try to murder me every time we saw each other.
Yeah.
Especially with you being alpha. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make kind of, I'd kind of be in a bit of an untenable situation, but I guess it's not a concern anymore. I'm glad to see it. I'm genuinely glad to see it.
But yeah. I'll actually think about it. Yeah. I'll join Pride of the Sun.
Excellent.
All right.
I'm glad to hear it.
I'll need you to hand over all of your personal possessions and identification.
And bank account details.
Yep. There are pack dues that they're all paid to me. That I'm enacting now.
I mean, I barely have money.
That's okay. I do take IOUs. But anyways, I mean, if Jacob is okay, like, I'm down with it.
Bullying a new guy already, I see.
She just stands up on her tippy toes and boops him on the nose. He'll deal with it.
Welcome to the Pride, Dorian.
She'll smile. There's a smirk there. That sounded like a line from the Lion King.
Well, I mean, there is the very, very, very direct similarity of both subjects, including lions. When it'll be a short matter of time, but when Lion accepts you, you'll be able to feel our presence through what we call the pack link. It's been something
Yeah, heard about that.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's ever actually been an official term for anything, but seems to be it's been the name everybody I know's used for it since I've been here. So,
OC, do you
useful
have any
tool.
totem?
Not yet. I
Okay.
have to get some, but yeah, not yet.
Okay. Then once you get totem, you will get the pack link. You can get it for Christmas.
Yeah.
Get as much totem as you can. We want to make Lion a god.
Basically.
But yes. Yeah, welcome to it, Dorian. Good to have you on board. Our
Oh yes, I
territory
do
is...
have. I have one totem.
Okay, awesome. Then yeah, you'll find yourself probably entering the pack link by the end of the scene. But yeah, Jacob will just say, the only other thing we have to we can discuss in the pack link, but I suppose to just introduce you. You know the area you're standing in is our territory. We patrol Randall's Island, and a fragment of East Harlem.
Man, we're actually looking to expand some of that a bit down to Astoria.
We don't really. We're in an odd situation. Our borders in the East Harlem is that of an unknown force, that of the Silver Tusks. On the east side, we're fairly open, but if we don't start expanding soon, we're going to get penned in by another pack. So we're going to be expanding east side.
Sounds good to me.
Might put us at odds with Behemoth Pack because that's who is to our southwest. So, but yeah.
I mean, whoever gets their hand on the territory first.
Correct.
Pretty much.
Stupid alarm. But yeah.
Zelda's just imagining an alarm. She's just that tired. Yeah.
If you want, I can get him introduced to Lion and being a theurge and all.
Sounds good. I'll be there for it as well. I'll call Roland, see if he can make it, but you know Roland, he's a busy man. He's all over the place.
Yeah. While I'm at it, while I got you guys together, I'll probably reenact the Rite of the Royal Pack too. Now that Dorian's a part of it.
Sounds good. All right. And I guess we should head off and get this sorted then, shouldn't we?
Yep.
I think that unless anybody has anything else to add,
Nope.
We can end the scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.